Hey, welcome. Today we're building the Italian grill for my Denver Union Station diorama. I'm glad to have you here. It's going to be a good one. Stick around. Hey, this is Brian with the Iron Horse Route Home with the Denver and Rio Grande Western, welcoming you to my live stream series on the Italian grill build for my Denver Union Station diorama here on my N-scale model railroad. I'm glad to have you here, and welcome to my introductory video. I'm going to run this video during the countdown timer leading up to the beginning of the live streams. I think the Italian grill build will probably take 3 or 4 live streams to get complete, and we're going to put them in a playlist at the end, but I'm going to do the whole build live. I thought that would be interesting and something a little bit different, as well as this introductory video as well.
Alright, in case you're new to the channel or haven't seen the diorama yet, here it is in its current state. The Union Station has got a lot of work still to do on it, everybody. It's not any, and a lot of accessories, doors, clocks, signs, everything, okay? There's the Albany Hotel over there on the right. It's actually a building in 15th Street Mall. And so what we're doing today is we're putting in a restaurant. And the Italian restaurant is going to fit back there like that, okay? And so what we're going to be doing today is constructing that video. The Paramount Theater is going to go here, and over here we're not sure exactly what we're going to have yet. Thank you.
So there's 3 things I want to do in these introductory videos before we jump in and go live, okay? The first thing I want to do is I want to flash you into Tinkercad and show you the digital version of this model so you know what we're going for.
Alright everybody, welcome to Tinkercad, and this is a pic of the Italian grill all finished up. This is what we're going to be going for in the end. This is the Tinkercad version of the model, and we're going to begin assembly process right after any preliminary work that I'm going to show you, which will be coming up right now if we have any. Otherwise, we'll be going live in just a moment, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Now after that, I'm going to talk to you about the work that we're going to be doing live during that particular episode. Now, today is episode 1 of the live stream series on the Italian grill build. And so what we're going to be doing, the preliminary work that's going to be done, is airbrushing the interior walls. I'm going to be showing you a video of me airbrushing the interior walls right now. Look at the entire model, unassembled, unpainted, uncleaned up, and everything else. Getting ready to put the bell. Look. Getting ready to put the brown paint in the airbrush and airbrush the interior of the walls. And I do that to prevent light bleed because I'm going to use LEDs inside. We got to let that first coat dry and then come back in and do a second clean one over the top. All right, we're going to let the last coat down and then we're going to go live. All right, and those should be dry and ready to go. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be inserting all of the frames into the windows today, and we're going to be applying the windows to the interiors. I'm glad to have you here. Looking forward to seeing all y'all and saying hello. It's time, everybody. Let's get started. morning to you. All right, when you gonna upload, Les? I gotta remember y'all are behind me. I'm watching the TV thinking y'all are on the same place. How is audio, anybody? Because I tried using a different mic in a different place today to see if I could get better audio. Okay, great, thank you. What day do you? What's the day you upload that blog? One of the things that I didn't mention in my intro was that I'm gonna have to remove these wraps. That takes a little time, so we'll be working on that today as well. I got the frames here. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to remove the wrap. Okay, Saturdays, 1500 UK time, about ten or 8 or 9 my time, I think. Alright, so, like I said, I'm going to remove the rafts. Let me show y'all the whole model first. I'll do that since I haven't done it yet. Alright, these are just accessories, little overhangs that come off the decks. You got your main base, your roof, which needs to be removed from the raft. You got this is the second deck that needs to be removed from the raft, and here's the third deck. I think I printed it without a raft. I have 2 very large frames to insert, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Five, 6. Might have duplicated this piece. Almost. No, I did. Maybe I did. This could be it right here. I think I duplicated this one because it didn't have an indentation that it needed. This could be needed. Alright. So I've got 2 large frames. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the larger frames. So, I don't know which one I help you see better. What I tried to do is put, it's a regular window frame, but then I tried to put like a little base on it that comes out. I kind of tried to give it an Italian, I mean, I don't know if villa look is the kind of thing, but I looked at some stuff, Italian restaurants in the 50s in the cities, Now, obviously, New York storefront Italian restaurants look one way, but basically, in a normal 50s city setting, they didn't look exactly like they did in the 50s New York setting. And they kind of had more of a Italian villa-y kind of look. Some of them did, and I really liked that. So this has like a little base on it, and that sticks out. And it looked good. I thought it did. And then this one has a base on it, but the purpose of this window that goes here and here is to serve for the kitchen, to give servers the food and drinks on both this level and this level. Alright, so then I have a bunch of these teeny tiny windows to do as well. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the wrap. This is not super exciting, y'all. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You see how I'm holding this blade? If I'm not mistaken, and I'm doing this right, this is the schooling method. And it is supposed to give you a cleaner, more straight cut. And that is coming from SRV John. And he has proven it to me. He has a video proving it, as a matter of fact. But apparently, I guess because you can lay your hand and it really, it does make sense if you think about it. And so this is the schooling method by SRV John. I'm not sure if he concocted it on his own entirely, but that way I'm not cutting at me. The pieces that I make have bevels on them, so they'll meet in the corners, and you got to be careful cutting them off, that you make sure you don't cut the bevel off. Making sure this one didn't have a reverse. This blade is not super new. You can clean this up. Ah, I like that safety, huh? Look at that. I'm gonna cut myself now. Look at that. So Leslie, if you're still there and listening, you said you're at Carlisle Station. What are you actually? What footage are you shooting today? And Dave, did you say you're building a new home, or you're getting ready to, or you are aspiring to? Oh, that's cool. Dave, do you prefer the Nevada or just the weather in Nevada, or? Oh, I didn't do that side.
actually isn't as bad as I thought it was. I usually don't print mine on wraps, but I have found that when you use a wrap, man, those pieces, uh, they stay clean. See, sometimes I print pieces that aren't on a wrap that come out in print fine, but they're warped or look like they're going to have a tendency. Oh, my bad. That's right, Arizona. Why did I think that? Yeah, it's inexpensive to live here too, Dave. But we do have storms. One must keep that in mind. Now, what I hope is that if we have a storm, AJ is with me. We build a fort in the middle room and all this stuff, have a good time. But in the event that there were a milder storm and maybe she wouldn't be with me, I'm gonna go live and film it coming in. I mean, I'm not gonna leave my house, and I'm probably not gonna be in the shed doing it, but I'm not gonna be in the shed, but I'll do it from the house up there, filming the shed, or out towards the shed. I have a duplicate ball. I don't. know when I did it. I must have put an extra ball on the deck. I lined them up. These things look so much alike. I don't even know which one's the extra. Bad that I forget which side I've cut already. I forgot to cut something. I just didn't know what it was. And Dave, there's nothing wrong with that unless that kind of stuff makes you miserable. I particularly like that. Now, I really enjoyed living. I lived near Denver for about 9 months before I moved to Boulder, and I enjoyed it. But golly, the traffic. I'd be, if I had to drive somewhere in the city during rush hour, I'd just be like miserable. I think about it for a week ahead of time. We lived down by the tech city, the tech center in Denver. It was busy. Folks going fast in 7 lanes.
Yeah, I guess y'all are in tighter quarters, aren't you, Les? I moved as far out of the city as I could get and still get a certain kind of home loan with a good interest rate. And I couldn't get any countrier than I am and still get my loan or my interest rate and the perks that came along with it. I don't think my wife had wanted to live in the country anyway. This is a good cut because I can use my thumb. My thumb to push the pressure down. I don't think I'm dulling the blade either. This is the one that I think I got two of. It doesn't have the windows in it. Maybe it's not the same one. I'm just gonna cut one. I poke my point down in that corner and then pull. I mean, they're already perforated or whatever to pull off, but there's a whole lot of cleanup. Safety first. Safety first. What's the temperature like where you're at in chat? Anybody there? I think we're in the low 90s here today. We're going to be. It might be already, as a matter of fact. Still no. Hey, Chuck. How you doing, man? Yeah, I cut into my bevel a little bit there. I got to be more careful. Chuck. We're happy to have you here, but you did miss my introductory video because you were a little late. And it's not going to let you see it now because we're streaming, but at the end, please check that out. I spent a little time this morning making a fun video. I mean, it's not necessarily fun, but I did a video to play during the countdown. So you got the countdown, you got the background music, and you got a video as well. And I figured that on days like Saturdays and stuff like that, like Saturday, or was it Sunday? Maybe both Saturday and Sunday that I streamed, I had a good turnout. And so I was thinking that if you did a video during the countdown timer, it wouldn't suck as bad. I'm up right there. That's why I was doing that. Yeah. I'm thinking this is the piece that I have doubled up and that I may end up cutting it twice for no reason. I'll cut into my window. Super thin right there. So I brought you in the wrong place. Shake it up. Hey Bernard. Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Little ones that make you not want to be safe. That's where you cut your stuff. this isn't fun, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. A lot of times when I send my kits to people, I send it to them in the rafts like this now. And it helps keep them from warping when they're printing. And they don't necessarily warp when they print. They can. They can warp when they're being shipped if it's hot as heck and they get thrown around like a football and stuff like that. So I got new packaging now, and sending everything in these rafts. Send all the accessories in a raft too, but I try to send a set of the accessories outside of the raft because I don't know. I did find that this process wasn't as bad as I thought, but removing the rafts from those accessories has got to be awful. And so I do try to do both ways. The thing about the rafts is if you're willing to take a number 11 blade and cut the accessories off the rafts, they're going to be more precise. And not only that, if you'll cut the accessories off the rafts, they've probably already been painted on the raft, which makes it super easy to paint them. I have this base and this base to get the raft off of, and then we were going to go to windows. I'm going to put the windows on and let them dry. Then I'm going to flip it over, the window frames on, and then I'm going to let it dry and flip the windows over and do that. If I do the windows first, and then when I glue the frames on, if any glue from the frame gets on the window, it's going to bleed out. So I'm going to do the frames first. Unless there's something I'm not thinking of and y'all have a suggestion. That went all the way around. No, maybe not. Oh no. All the crops died because of temperature flux. You a gardener, Bernard, or? One more. And we can get to something that's a little more productive. They actually look better in the raft than they do loose. I feel like I'm undoing work. We get the right blade. The dull colored blade keeps a duller blade in it. When this blade gets dull, I put it in this one, and I throw this one away. So I have one that is basically pretty much new or new at all times, and one that is good enough to be used but should be changed, but it works good for like cleaning stuff up. So I take the dull one, and I use it to clean up these little. And it works well, but what it does is it prevents me from dulling the good blade so quickly. These have to be painted. Yay, so I can't take them off. Woohoo! Alright. So I do not need the bases at all today. Y'all see, you got ground floor, and then up, what is it, 20 millimeters about. Got your second base. There are decks off of this. There's a deck off of this base. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask you about that, Bernard. You intrigued me with something you just said. And then another 20 millimeters up. Actually, I think this one is 24 up. It's the ground floor. I did 12 feet instead of 10. And then 20 millimeters up, you got this one. And then you got 3 stories above this. What looks like 2 of which could be commercial or possibly office space, like I said, for the restaurant, or I don't know if it could be residential or not. It would depend upon how things were in the 50s back then. I don't know. I am going to use the good glue this application. I will only need pieces that have holes in them. A little bit of cleaning up to do here, but not much. All I have left to print for this thing is the signs and the table. I am going to put some tables out there. I don't have any people that are sitting down, though. I guess I could make some. I've never made a person on Tinkercad. Those that I put on the diorama the other day, or AJ did, were from Thingberg. Open source free. If I get any of these little blobs or boogers out, my window frames are going to sit in cleaner and with less bad words too. White stone. Got me thinking, Bernard. One of my problems is the 3D printers are like women, and they always taking some work and some money. Mine runs so much that I have to change not only filament, obviously, but I have to change extruder gears. I have to clean extruder gears on the regular. I have to change them every so often. I got to clean Bowden tubes on the regular. I got to change Bowden tubes every so often. I got to clear nozzles on the regular. I got to change nozzles every so often. See where I'm going? It's like, and the nozzles eventually wear out, so you must replace them. The extruder gears eventually wear out, so you must replace them. And when I say eventually wear out, I'm talking about like constant running, a month, month and a half. So you're replacing parts. And they're not like necessarily, they're not main parts, they're components, but they wear out. It's warming up outside because it's getting warmer in here. You can spend a whole episode cleaning out drafts. Although I'm not. I'm gonna get ready to go fixing to put in frame. I assume too that the frames that I start with will be good and dry by the time I finish with the other ones, so we'll be able to go to the window. Pretty ugly. Looking good now, though. Those frames are going to fit right in. They don't snap in, but they fit in. I was kind of trying to get them to snap in for a little while. Claude said something that made sense to me. He said good models don't snap together anyway. And he kind of, I'm not going to butcher what he said, but he somewhat explained that. Talking about Cowboy Valley. Bernard, this is a new kit that's going to go in the Denver Union Station area. This kit I just made for here. I mean, if somebody wants one, I could make them one. But this is more, this kit was designed for the diorama in the Union Station diorama in the back corner. So it's going to be a restaurant, and it's going with the Union Station diorama. And I actually, once the stream's over, you can go back at the beginning, and I did a video, an introductory video. So when the countdown timer starts, I got a video that comes on too. So there's a little background music, and the countdown timer's counting down from 5, and there's a video there. And hey, John. And in that, So anyway, in that video, I have the Tinkercad model in there if you want to see it completed. I have the digital version of the Tinkercad model in the introduction video, but I don't think it's going to let you see that while I'm still streaming. I didn't think about that. I mean, there's really no way around that. Alright, wait, hold up. This one was not good. Good to see you, John. How was it? I think it was last night. Was it last? Hey, Frank, how you doing, man? Was it John? Was it last night that you went and did that fun thing to go see your man play, or was that night before last? I can't remember. Yesterday got busy. I think that was night maybe before. Good. What kind of chaos y'all talking about, Frank? Maybe I shouldn't have. Saturday night. Wow, I'm 3 days behind now. Had fun yesterday though. AJ and I went to the water park again. Oh yeah. Who wants to be in the city? Well, oh no, Frank. Where are you located, Frank? I'm wondering if it's Pittsburgh. My father is from Pittsburgh, and my father's entire side of the family is from Pittsburgh and in Pittsburgh. I spent 3 weeks each summer in Pittsburgh growing up. My aunt worked for Heinz from the time she was 18 till she retired. She ended up being the secretary. She's still a secretary, because she was a secretary for one of the big head honchos at the time. So we got great tickets to Three River Stadium for whatever was going on. So I got to see the Steelers play in Three River Stadium many times. I got to see the Pirates play. I got to see the Penguins once. That's all. But I'm a fan of probably if Denver and Pittsburgh play, for example, I can't lose, so I don't even. Like I'm just happy the whole game. It doesn't matter.
do I want to start with? Now these are cleaned up. Now I'm gonna use the good ones. These look good though. If I do say so myself. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, five. Take a glove. Wow, that looks good. I mean, it's my layout, so I could be biased, but it really does look good. I'm not joking. Like this is what's good. What I was talking, I mean, they're flush is what I'm saying. When I say it looks good, that's what I meant. They fit in there well, and they're flush. This is the second floor and the third floor. These are the main doors, but they're John, I don't think you were in here when I said this earlier. The cooks and stuff, the workers and all that will serve their food and drinks to the servers through these windows out to the customers. These are the big windows for that. So I got to remember I'm not supposed to put the filament thing in there because it's supposed to be open. I'm probably going to anyway. I was about to say, but John be going to concerts and stuff. He must have been mosh pitting in the mosh pit, got hurt or something, fell down. All right, we'll do little. Three. I got extras of these too. Get any that look ugly. Y'all, what's been good is to see Gary. Gary's been hanging out lately a little bit. I make sure and get these boogers off. They go in a little better. Oh, that one went in good. Put it up. Uh-oh, getting lucky now. Big one. Six. Oh, yeah. 11, 41. I would like to get the window frames in. And what I might do is glue the windows to the back on video and do it in the intro. Then come in and do the actual assembly. Should be the next video. Because we got accessories, and deck pieces, and decks, tables, overhangs, all that stuff. That'd be 3. I had 2 different prints of these frames. They both came out okay, but one had these 2 little pointy things sticking out of each of them. The other one had one of them. It's just enough to make the window. Because if they're too tight in there, they look bent. So I got a couple, one up over there. lay a bead of, when I don't have a whole lot of place to put it for the glue to land with these frames, I'll lay a little bead on that corner that'll just sit there until I do this, and then push it down inside. There is a ridge there, but it's about a quarter of a millimeter thick, maybe a half. Wonder, is there such a thing as a door that looks Italian? That is like a kind of serious question. Could I make a door that looks Italian? I mean, I can Google it. I haven't done it. I haven't done that. Or what I didn't do, I didn't pay attention to the door when I Googled the building. I think the Google search I did was upscale Italian city restaurants in the 1950s. Maybe I even put inner city restaurant. I'm thinking. Have you ever seen that movie Tommy Boy? Hey Lee, what's up, man? I don't know what that word means, John. I'm just being real. I think I've heard that word before used, but not much. Unless I'm just not, unless I'm not hearing, and because I'm not a good speller, so unless I don't know how to pronounce. Ornate, never mind. Never mind. I thought it said omate, and I was like, never mind. I got you. Thank you for your suggestion. That might make sense. Do you think yeah, it's almost time for a resin print.
We are close. Close. It genuinely needn't. Have a potential duplicate for this. Yes. Not going to put any windows there yet. Again. I see what I did. These have the indentation. Tuesday. Who is sidetracked? Or wait, who streams tonight? Anybody? Not Crooked Dave, is it? He do it last week. Was it Wilmer's night? We had Robert last week. It might be Wilmer's night, because wasn't it Dave's night before? Or it could be Tony. No, I don't think it is Tony. I think it's Wilmer. Crooked Dave, okay. Crooked Dave has a very good Thursday morning show. He does it on the regular. You can depend on it. And, he's a very peaceful fellow. So I enjoy it. I assume you wouldn't want to make him mad, but he's a very peaceful fellow. Same with Ray, same with Wilmer. Probably same with Jerry too, now that I think about it. Must be a model railroad. Oh, wow. That one is better than it deserves. Well, I say that, it's got a little color. I want to put this thing together. Might take a break. I have zero patience. One thing I think I'm going to do in July is I might focus on details, tidying up, and just little small things like that need to be fixed, like repaired, like say a roof isn't right, or might do some housekeeping on the layout and some detailing on the models. My ski lodge has not been detailed. My coal mine has not been detailed. My Union Station has not been detailed.
I am going to keep working on the diorama for Union Station though, because I want it to be ready. Want it to be done in November, or at least presentable in November. I want to take it to Railfest. I'm going to get a table at our Railfest down here. I think it's like 50 or $100 to get a table. I'm going to get a table and take my dioramas there, pull them out, and advertise my kit. That would be a cool time to come visit SRV. Railfest, but I'm going to do a booth. You talk about YouTube live streaming.
Saw something about a tractor. I need to print some cars for the parking lot over there. I got a printer's not running right now. That's unusual. You can take advantage. I printed a good bit of people, probably about 100. Thinking about painting them in matte. Taking the black, lining them up, taking the black, doing every third shoe, every third hair, but a different third, that kind of thing. And changing to brown, hitting the middle that didn't have the black. Do some brown shoes, skip one, do some brown pants, skip one, do a brown hair, drop back to the shoes on the next one. Finally got the airbrush working good. I cleaned the heck out of it. That served me out. That. Ornate, carved, fancy door. Sounds hard to print, John. That's actually, I was talking about doing the details in July so I can get relaxed and ready for work. Problem with working on the little details is printing them. Me getting frustrated when they don't print right. I can tell you this, you don't put something, you don't design something in Tinkercad and then just go print it. It don't work like that. These are duplicates, and I pulled them to put this indentation for the overhangs because I like to have it for where they're supposed to go more than anything. It's I mean, it does fit as a little place to set it in there, but I do it so light, just helps me know exactly where to put it too. So I got this one here. I can kind of see where this is supposed to go because this matches this piece, and this matches this one. So I can glue the awning on here without the indentation, and I can use this for space. That's why I'm out of window. So what I need to do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14 doors. 14 doors. Now, one set is slightly larger, but that's other than that. So there's 12 of them that are exactly the same size. One is slightly larger. And when I say slightly, I'm talking about a millimeter. Two. And when I say two, I mean a millimeter wider and a millimeter taller, maybe. Get on time, it is 12 o'clock. John, how is the sound on this microphone? I'm using the microphone for the C920 above my head right here. some dry fits. Yeah, well, it is a commercial building with 5 stories. So, um, there are servers taking food in and out. And if you think about any kind of restaurant, what do you always see in restaurants? And they're swinging open constantly, waitresses going in and out of them. And so yeah, it's going to be a lot. Now, all these pieces come in here as well. They just didn't have windows. So you got that. This one goes here. Goes here. Goes here. And this one goes straight in. All right, I am going to go ahead and call it, everybody. I am going to do the windows on the off live stream. I'm going to do the windows in just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, once the windows dry, I'm going to come back on probably today if there's plenty of time and nobody else is streaming. I might come back on today and put the rest together. So, well, I say the rest together. I'm going to assemble what you see here. I can maybe paint that as well and have that ready, and we could possibly do a little bit of that. But that'd probably be a different episode. So, maybe look for me to stream in a few hours. It would be in a few hours to put this together. I will basically just be assembling what you see here and nothing else that goes with it at this point. This is the 90% of it, though. So look for me in about 3 hours or tomorrow morning to do that. But I would like to go ahead and get this bad boy put together because I have zero patience. And I don't really have the energy to go ahead and do the windows before I have lunch and have something to eat. So yeah, it's Crooked Dave tonight, unless y'all figured out it wasn't. But I'm gonna come back probably around 3 o'clock or tomorrow morning, and I won't do any work other than put these windows on. I'm going to do that. probably right here under video, and then I'll be patching that into the introduction. So I'll see y'all either at 3 or in the morning, and I want to thank y'all for coming out, those of you that did. Dave, I appreciate you here from the beginning. Bernard, I appreciate you coming out. John, Lee, thank you for coming, John. Thank you for coming, Lee. Frank, Steeler fan, good to see you, man. Might need to get you some sleep. Maybe he's taking a nap. Good to talk to you, Frank. Chuck was in here. Leslie was here. Leslie puts out a vlog, and it's Leslie Gilpin, if you're listening. Leslie Gilpin, he is in chat at the beginning of today if you want to scroll back up and look. Go to his channel. He puts out a vlog on Saturday mornings, and he was at, I don't remember the name of the station, but he was somewhere filming today. So check out Leslie Gilpin's vlog on Saturday mornings that he uploads. If you're not subscribed to him, please go ahead and do that. And I hope that y'all come back in and join me in a few hours. And I appreciate you coming out today. Thanks, guys.